3, 2, 1.
Isn't Trossard on strike or something at the moment?
Yeah, I've heard that him and De Zerbi apparently have fallen out massively, but
yeah, apparently he hopped on the Eurotunnel, walked out of training, I believe, from what I heard.
He hopped on the Eurotunnel.
Yeah.
Bruv, no. There was talks of that.
Bruv.
Then I was hearing talks that he was in Dubai and all this kind of good stuff. But yeah, listen, either way, you're not getting him for 11 million, are you?
No,
you know.
He is in his last year of his contract, though.
Yeah. I can only imagine though that 26 million probably for a player like that. But I mean, look, we can't even get APPAREL over the line. I mean, this is the club I support. We can't. We are in desperate need of a wing back. They have said, pay his release clause, you get him. But Spurs are still chipping away at a couple of Mars bars here, pack of hula hoops, a few players, £5 million.
Yep.
And that's Tottenham Hotspur for you, mate. But hey, who's complaining?
Perfect.
Perfect for who? Perfect for you. I mean, let's be fair. How many points were we clear of you a couple of months back?
I can't remember, mate. It's all a big blur. I just remember, like, at one point, we were aiming for top 4, and now we're just chilling there, like looking at everyone after beating everyone. Like, I don't know, bruv. I'll be real. Remember, we started the season with 2 losses. I think Brighton and Brentford. And everyone thought this was our season was over after 2 games, Saba. You know what I mean? So for me, it's not really been an emotional roller coaster because I wasn't emotional. After the first 2 games, I told everyone to relax. When everyone was like having a nervous breakdown, I told them we were going to be fine, but I didn't think we were going to be this fine. So, do you know what I mean? I don't know, innit? Like, the teams exceeded my expectations, but then am I surprised? Not really, because I know the kind of manager we do have. Am I surprised he's done it so quickly? Not really, because I think we've got one of the best managers in the world. And I said it, like, he was a manager I wanted and never ever thought we would get. Do you know what I mean? So, bro, I think we got very lucky with Ten Hag. I'll be honest, because the guys at Man United don't know much about football. So I just feel like it was a gamble that just paid off. But I don't know. I don't know how much credit I can give these guys because they've proven that they're incompetent. But maybe they've been so shit for so long, they said, we'll just give it a go, innit? What's the worst that could happen? We tried the Oli thing, didn't work. Tried the Jose thing, didn't work. Fuck it. Let's just give it to him. Do you know what I mean? Because the media wanted Pochettino. So, like, I don't know. I just think we gambled and it paid off, bro. Like, I can't give the board too much credit because they're useless. Like, even the signings, they're all the manager's signings. All of them. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's weird, bro. I feel like Ralph Rangnick had something to do with this as well. He won't get the credit for it, but he definitely played a part in this situation. And it's crazy how this has worked. It's crazy how it's worked out, bro. We're extremely fortunate to have this manager. Extremely fortunate, but I know it was pure luck, bro. Like, this was not planned. So even this where we are now, it wasn't planned, Saba. Like, this is crazy. Obviously Manchester United, in terms of like what we'd bring in and stuff like that, we need a midfielder. We do need a midfielder because they were asking about Matoma and stuff. We've been linked with him, but listen, this is the problem with modern football. The geezer's had like 4 good games, and all of a sudden he's been linked to Man United. I'm like, fucking slow down. Do you know what I mean?
I think this is the problem, isn't it? You get a player who has 4 or 5 good games, they're world class. 4 or 5 games, they need to move to Chelsea or Man U or Liverpool. I like to think that a player's done something over time. And everyone in the chat. Yeah, my microphone went all Spursy on me. Then I can't. I'm sorry, Daniel Levy bought it for me, so it's probably a broken one. I mean, look, that's why I like it. I like it when a player's proved things over time. That's why I hate fans. They get so carried away with footballers after like a few games. I've seen it down at Spurs. Like Bentancur's had 4 or 5 good games against Leeds and Wolves and, teams we should be beating.
No, he's world class.
And he's world class. And it's like, no, he's not. You're world class when you go to Old Trafford and run the game. When you turn up against Liverpool and Arsenal and Chelsea. But this is what fans do, unfortunately. Listen, I like the Matoma from what I've seen, but it's from what I've seen over a few games, right? Not what I've seen over seasons.
But this is the thing, and again, doing it at Brighton, what the hell does that mean? Do you know what I mean? Danny Welbeck's looking all right at Brighton. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean go out and sign him. Do you know what I mean? Look at Cucurella at Chelsea. You can't tell me he's looking like a 60-odd million pound signing, bro, because he looks bang average at Chelsea. You know what I mean? But he was looking like the second coming or fucking Roberto Carlos, at Brighton. Like everyone was saying Pep should sign him. He's a Pep player. Geezer's at Chelsea stinking the place up. So, and he probably doesn't start ahead of Chilwell if Chilwell's fit.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's about right time, right manager, right formation. Look, I won't get into a Chelsea conversation we did last week, but I do feel it's difficult, when, for example, at Spurs at the moment, it's difficult for some players to look good because the players they're playing with, the injuries. But that's the way we've gone. I mean, I saw today they were talking about Diaby of Leverkusen, who I think is a good footballer. And they're talking like Leverkusen want £90 million. Like,
for a speed merchant. That's just what it is.
But do you remember when £90 million used to get you a Kaka?
Yeah, bro, listen.
You a world-class player.
Get you a Gareth Bale.
Right. But listen, I get it, right? I understand the fees, why they're like that, because clubs are in panic to buy. The clubs that have got the player on a big contract go, well, hang on, we don't need to let him go. You want him, pay for him. We saw it with Harry Maguire when Man United bought him. It's not that when people say, is he an £80 million footballer? I don't think it's that. I think it's what could Leicester command for him? Yeah. Long contract. They had no money troubles. You want him, you pay what we want, right? That's life. And unfortunately, I think a completely different conversation, but I think at some point, FIFA and UEFA need to get together and put some sort of limits on these transfer fees because lots of players are going for massive fees that are
stupid money, innit?
Ridiculous, man. It can't keep going like this.
And it's not helping the clubs either because it's like, yeah, financially, these clubs don't want to be spending that amount of money. And also, it also traps the players. It means that they can't move and stuff like that. But I think what you're going to end up seeing eventually, bruv, you might be seeing, I don't know, while the sport gets Americanized, don't be surprised if somewhere down the line you start seeing trades and shit like that, bruv. Because, man, like 100 million, like what the fuck? These bang average footballers, like it's crazy.
I mean, the thing is, it works both ways, though, right? So I think we have got. Oh God, no! Can we talk? Can we talk about that in a minute? The Tuchel.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh no, man! Someone's put me off my stride. Listen, it does work. It does work both ways, Rants. Look, equally, whilst these fees are ridiculous, I think sometimes we as fans hold these players to those fees when it's not their fault.
Exactly, it's just the market.
Yeah, a player like Jack Grealish, who's a very good footballer. People are like, what a waste of money. He's a terrible. It's like, well, no. He's a very good footballer, but we're judging him against the 100 million price tag that.
And he doesn't dictate his price.
Right, he doesn't.